Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 21 from exercise 4.1. This question belongs from 11th class maths. Prove the following by using the principle of mathematical induction for all n belongs to capital N. Here the given mathematical statement is x to the power 2n minus y to the power 2n is divisible by x plus y. We have to prove that this statement is true for all the values of n which belongs in the set of natural numbers. So now firstly we will assume this given statement as Pn. So we will write here let Pn be the given statement, that is Pn is defined as x to the power 2n minus y to the power 2n is divisible by x plus y. So mainly the mathematical induction, principle of mathematical induction is completed in 3 steps. The first step is we have to prove that this statement is true for n equal to 1. So we will start that. Step first. We note that for n equal to 1, P1. Now because we have to prove for n equal to 1, so wherever n is there in this statement, we will replace it by 1 and then we have to check whatever answer we obtain whether it is divisible by x plus y or not. So we will write here, we will get here x, then 2 multiplied by 1 minus y 2 multiplied by 1. Now in next step it is going to be is equal to x square minus y square, and a square minus b square you already know, that is one time minus sign and one time plus sign by the formula, and we can see that so this statement is divisible by x plus y. So we will write down here which implies P1 is divisible by x plus y. Now since so we will write down thus for n equal to 1 Pn is true. So for n equal to 1 the statement is true. Now we'll in second step we have to assume that the statement is true for n equal to k. So we'll write here step second. Step second is let pk be true for some natural number k. So now we write down what is pk statement, that is pk statement is wherever n is there in the given question replace it by k. So you will get here x 2k minus y 2k is divisible by x plus y. So this is our assumption, we do not have to prove it. Now if x raised power 2k minus y raised power 2k is divisible by x plus y, then we can write it is in the form of equation, that is x 2k minus y power 2k is equal to d multiplied by x plus y. So it's a quotient, and now where d belongs to the natural numbers. So students, if any number is divisible, then by division rule, dividend is equal to quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. Remainder is 0 because it's divisible. So d we assumed as the quotient and this is our divisor. So if I applied here the division rule. Now we will assume this as equation 1 because in step 3rd we will use it. So we will write here it's our equation 1. Now we are moving to the 3rd step of principle of mathematical induction. In that we have to bring pk plus 1 is true. So we write here step 3rd. In step 3rd we will write down. Now we wish to prove pk plus 1 is true whenever pk statement is true. So this we have to bring, student, we have to prove it with the help of pk statement. So first in the pn statement, instead of n we will replace it by k plus 1. So we write here since pn statement is, we will write down from the question, that is x raised to the power 2n minus y raised to the power 2n is divisible by x plus y. So this is our pn statement. Now we have to write down pk plus 1 statement. So that is going to be x raised to the power, instead of n we are going to replace k plus 1. So k plus 1 minus y raised to the power k plus 1. Now we have to check whether it's divisible by x plus y or not with the help of pk statement. So that I am not writing is divisible or not, we have to confirm it. Now we will simplify this here. So for simplification, first I am going to open the power bracket, that is x 2k plus 2 minus y power 2k plus 2. Now this powers are in plus, means base might be in multiplication. So we write here x to the power 2k multiplied by x to the power 2 minus y to the power 2k multiplied by y square. Now so here I used one formula, student, that is like if a to the power m plus n we have, then it's going to be a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n. So from there I opened it. Now here the extreme terms we just write down as it is. In middle we are going to introduce two new terms. I am going to tell you just now. First let me write down. So extreme terms I am writing as it is. So what we had done is, I wrote this term here, and the second term I wrote at the last, and middle I left some gap because here I am going to introduce some new terms. Now how to introduce is, from here just take the first term, that is x to the power 2k, and from here just take the last term, then make the combination of a new term. So the combination of new term is going to be x to the power 2k multiplied by y square. So how to create the new term? Once again I am telling, from here just take the first term, that is first term is x to the power 2k. So write here x to the power 2k, and from here just take the last term, that is y square. So a new term is created, x raised to power 2k multiplied by y square. So since we added it, so subtract also so that the equation remains be balanced. So x raised to the power 2k multiplied by y square. So what we had done is, this first term I wrote here and the last term I wrote here. In middle I added the same term and same term I subtracted so that the equation remains be balanced, because these two become 0. So the equation is not new, only we introduced two extra term, one same term with one term as positive symbol and second term as negative symbol. So you have to create this, and how to create I already gave you the hint. From the first term take the first one, and from the last one we just take the last, that is y square. Write them in the product. So like this you have to create it. Now this is your first group and this one is your second group. So whatever you can take common, just take it common. Now it's very simple. So now when we take common, we get here x raised to power 2k, and after taking common this, and so students, here we'll do the correction. Here we'll take the minus sign, here we'll take the plus sign, because if we go with the same equation, this bracket is not going to be divisible by x plus y. So we'll do some changes here. That is, here I am taking the minus symbol and here we will take the plus symbol. So when we take common here, we will get here minus sign, so that in next step we can divide them by x plus y. So that will be clear when we do the next step. Now in last two groups, just take y square common. So we are remain with x to the power 2k minus y to the power 2k. Now here student, in next step we are going to write it as this x raised to the power 2k as it is, and here we will use a square minus b square formula. So once you just write down minus sign, second time just write down the plus sign, and here from equation 1 we will do the replacement, and I am writing here equation 1 which we already have in previous steps. From equation 1 we have x to the power 2k minus y raised to the power 2k is equal to d multiplied by x plus y. That we are going to write down here. We are going to replace this. So student, this we have in the equation 1. So from here, this bracket's value is d multiplied by x plus y. So that replacement I am just doing here. So when we replace here, we will get here d multiplied by x plus y. Now in both these terms, you just see here in this term and in this term x plus y is common. So we are going to take x plus y common. So when we will take x plus y common, we are remain with x plus y, just take common. In the big bracket, we are remain with x raised power 2k bracket x minus y plus y square d. Now you can see that this complete term is divisible by x plus y. So we can say that p k plus 1 statement is divisible by x plus y. So we will write down, first we will write down here which is divisible by x plus y. Then we will write down which implies p k plus 1 is divisible by x plus y whenever pk statement is true. Whenever pk statement is true. So all three conditions satisfied. So we will write down here, hence by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for all and belongs to capital N is for all the natural numbers. So this question is completed. So in this question is very different from the other question, because to prove the statement Pk plus 1 true, we have to introduce two new extra terms in between the extreme terms that I explained in this question. So if you have any doubt in any step, you can write in comments so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.